Let's bring some life back to this army of the dead. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. We're painting Anubis Warriors today, and they are primed in gold. Yes, gold. This is just a, what do you call it? A craft store metallic gold paint that I use because a lot of these guys have gold on them, and I want to try something different. It's very tough to paint over this gold, to be honest, but it does keep it like it has a gold tint in general. So when I'm putting the onyx skin on, as you can see, some of the gold still appears because it's, it's not too thick to paint. So you're going to want to put a couple coats on just to make sure that the gold doesn't come through too much. But it's nice, like I said, to have that highlight in the background. It's actually pretty cool. Now we're really doing some different stuff with these miniatures. Anyways, we're using some Greenshade, which is a Citadel shade, on the inside part of his shield, because he had this green element to it, and I want to try this stuff. Now we're using some Monster Brown. This is from the Army Painter, and this is going to be on one of his cloaks. And then you'll notice I went over all these little trinkets that he has on there that should have stayed gold, but I'm going to come back with a brighter gold later on because I want those ones to pop a bit more. So this Monster Brown, like I said, all on this. You might hit some other parts that you're not supposed to, because the gold is hard to see some of the details of where you're supposed to be or not, but I mean, you can just paint over, it's not a big deal. This one is a little bit thicker, but the gold doesn't come through as much with this paint. Alright, moving on to some wolf gray now, and this is going to be for the rest of his robes. This is a beautiful blue color that I noticed on the artwork he really popped with this blue. So as you can see, I was trying to figure out, okay, so where exactly do I need to put this blue? Right, so my favorite part of all of these Egyptian people is their sandals. Anyways, this is oak brown. We're going to be doing the entirety of the sandal in this. I'm not sure if I'm getting all the sandal. I'm not sure if there's armor on his sandals. You can't see in the artwork. I mean, go with what you think is best, right? And come back again to some more shade. This is Drakenhof Nightshade from Citadel. We're going to be putting this on his shoulder armor. He had some darkish greenish blue armor there, so having this Nightshade on there with the gold underneath kind of gives it a greenish tint, but like darker, also with blue at the same time. Anyway, a little complicated to explain, but it still keeps that shine through. Next, we're going to be using some matte black for all of his hair. There's some parts of the hair that goes down all the way down to like some of the jewelry, so you got to be sure not to mix it up. But if you do, you can always touch it up later on with some other color paint. Now this guy, unlike Anubis himself, does not have that many wraps, so we're just using some desert yellow. It's going to blend into some of that gold, but it is going to give it a little bit more brighter, or not brighter, but a little more of a matte finish than a glossy finish. So this looks out perfect for those little wraps. There's just some on his arms pretty much, and that's about it. Moving on, now we're using some greedy gold. This is from the Army Painter. It's a metallic paint, and like I'm going to be doing all those little trinkets that were on his robe originally that I painted over with that Monster Brown, because it would have been hard to go through and not hit all of those with that Monster Brown. I mean, sure, if you're a super master painter probably, but anyways. Moving on now, we're using some Nuln Oil, of course. We're going to be putting this on the entirety of the miniature. Try not to get where I already put some of the shades on. I mean, if you hit it, it's not a big deal. It's just going to make it a little bit darker, and this is going to be putting the final touches on this miniature. Oh, wait a minute. The final touches, of course, are the metallics, which I like to do after the shade has dried. This is Gemstone. It's a red metallic from the Army Painter. I'm going to put this on pretty much on all the little jewels this guy has. And then we're going to use a little bit of elven armor for the other parts of the jewels that this guy has. So there's some on his hands, on like his little armor plates here. He's got some metallics there. We're going to put some on the jewels around his face, around his head. I don't think we do his eyes, actually. We forgot to do his eyes. Now we're using what I call the peanut butter paste, some Sandy Desert by AK Interactive. This is going to do the base of the model. We're going to put a tuft on there as well, and we'll be able to finish off this miniature. Alright folks, there you go. Anubis Warriors painted. There are 6 of these in the box, so have fun painting them up any way you want. You can do them differently if you want. I did them all the same. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you all in the next one.